All right, let's move on now to the second email. And the second email today comes to us from Manny Garcia, who writes, "Hey, John, the Deadpool movie just got a title, Once Upon a Deadpool. The movie has a new movie rating, a new title, and a few new scenes. Is this still considered a re-release or a whole new movie? Would the box office sales still go towards Deadpool 2? Good question. Or would this movie have its own box office numbers?" All right, thanks a lot for the question, Manny. And what Manny's referring to is we've all known that an untitled re-release of Deadpool 2 was coming on December 21st, right in that murderer's row of movies coming out. We've known that. We've known, at least it was heavily suggested, it was going to be kind of a Deadpool 2 just kind of made PG-13. And now we know more. Yes, it does have a title. The official title of this release is called Once Upon a Deadpool, and they're calling it the 12 Days of Deadpool because no longer is it releasing on December 21st, but rather it's releasing on December 12th and will run for 12 days. It will have its final evening, I believe, on Christmas Eve. So they're calling it the 12 Days of Deadpool, opening December 21st, and the official title of the movie is Once Upon a Deadpool. Now, so basically what we now know about the film, it is a PG-13 cut of Deadpool. And it's going to be intercut with what they call framing scenes. Framing scenes are like you go to a narrator who sets up what's about to happen. It was used a lot in Princess Bride with the grandfather and little Fred Savage in bed. Now, of course, what we now know is that Ryan Reynolds and an adult Fred Savage have reshot all those framing scenes. So they're going to be going back and forth between the framing scenes of Deadpool and Fred Savage in bed and then going back to the movie and back and forth and back and forth. And personally, I think this is a marvelous idea. Here's another interesting little quip about this. Apparently, this is also going to be for charity. $1 for every movie ticket sold to Once Upon a Deadpool is going to be given to the charity Fuck Cancer. But because this is a PG-13 cut of the movie, they're calling the charity Fudge Cancer, which I thought was pretty fun. So, okay, let's now just talk about the whole Deadpool 2 nature of this thing. I thought Deadpool 2 was fantastic. I am still to this day not really sure if I prefer it even more than the first Deadpool. They both have some strengths. They both have some weaknesses. I think the first Deadpool is a top 10 comic book movie of all time. I think the first Deadpool is a top 10 comic book movie of all time. And I'm not sure if Deadpool 2 is or not, but it's fantastic as well. This whole notion of going back in there, framing it up as a Princess Bride sort of thing, I'm sure there's going to be new gags and new jokes with the transformation of it going from an R to a PG-13. I'm sure there's going to be references to the Disney takeover of Fox as a part of the reason why they're going to PG-13. I think that's going to be hilarious. I'm really looking forward to it. Now, to your question, though, about for box office considerations, is Once Upon a Deadpool going to just be considered Deadpool 2? And as we've seen in re-releases, the box office numbers for re-releases go towards the box office totals of the main film. Will that be the case here? Or is Once Upon a Deadpool just going to be considered its own standalone movie for purposes of box office tracking? I don't know the answer to that. My guess, however, is, and it's only a guess, just to be clear, this is only a guess, but my guess is that it's going to count towards the overall Deadpool box office. That's my guess at this point. So whether or not that's true, we will find out on December 12th when the 12 Days of Deadpool comes out. Personally, I love this. I think it's great. I'm looking forward. I'm going to rush out to the theater to see this thing for sure. Let's see how it all turns out. All right, let's move on to the third email.